What's good, people? This is Denny.
And this is James from TeaDB, episode number 195.
Damn, dude.
I don't even know where that came
serious.
from. I know.
It's a movie announcer slash...
I know, of the B movies or C movies, if that's a thing.
Have you ever heard of Camellia sinensis?
Ooh.
What are we drinking today? Good
We
sir?
are having some raw pu'erh that comes from a plastic baggie from one of my friends. It's very green. This comes from... this is actually a Fancy Pants raw pu'erh from 2013.
Awesome.
Xizi Hao
Holy crap.
Chawang. We are not going light. You know, toss some of that stuff in there. You know, sprinkle a little bit on top. You know, little
dude.
things. Loading the guy on.
Ooh, it smells like some shit. Not actually like shit, but it smells like some fungus among us.
Fungus Among Us.
One of the...
Is that one of your band names too?
Actually, it was a album named by Incubus. I think it was one of their first. It was back when they just did mushrooms all the time in high school, I think, before they became popular.
Incubus, that is a group I have not heard of in the last 15 years.
I haven't, yeah. They had some good moments, though. That was a good album.
Was it?
Yeah.
So,
It was a little weird. It was a little more...
Does it hold up to the test of time? Like, would you recommend it to 2017 audiences?
You know, if you want a, like, unproduced, gnarly... I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like trippy funk, heavy metal album.
Is that the 90s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then go for it. We just drinking it?
I gave it a rinse.
Holy shit.
And we're gonna take a smell as well.
My goodness. Alright, so...
So, I have actually had this tea sent to me by 3 different people. This
Wow.
is the last of my samples. Everyone loves this tea.
Wow.
It's a youngish tea, 2013. You can take a smell of that. I think it's a really tasty tea. Denny has not had it before.
It smells
so.
wonderful. It smells really, really nice.
Yeah, what are you getting off that? I'm getting
Brown sugar, molasses.
florals.
Yeah,
Hay.
not much fruit.
Yeah.
Hey, definitely. Good point.
Yeah.
Let's
Cheers.
do it. Cheers, y'all. Yeah. So, for you folks out there who have drank disgusting young ripe pu'erh, just buy the good stuff. It is so different, and it took me a while. This is super good. It's really sweet. This tastes a really green oolong
This tea?
flavor to it. Yeah, so far.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those teas that sort of it has a little bit of age, but it's not. I don't think you would even call it semi-aged yet. So
No, it tastes fresh and crisp still.
yeah,
Ooh, this is good.
smooth,
Damn, dude.
very soft.
Yeah, this is the sort of characteristics that I look for in a wanting to drink it young raw. So there are young raws that you hold on to, and they're not intended to be had early on. And then there are teas that, like this, might benefit from aging, but at least out of the box
Tastes great.
taste great.
Yeah.
Tastes absolutely great. So really yummy.
So getting a really strong, robust color from this yellowish, dark yellowish,
little rose too, and just a wonderful lasting sweetness.
Yeah.
In the
in
mouth.
the throat, in the
Yeah.
mouth, yeah.
Yeah, really great.
How is the thickness of it?
For the first steeping, great. So we'll see how it goes.
More brown sugar, a little bit of citrus for me in this infusion.
Yeah, getting into. Yeah, there's this hint of that sort of like really crisp green tea, what do I want to call it? Some green teas are very vegetal, and it's not that. It's like a mountainous. Oh man, it's like waking up in the mountains. Christmas. Oh, it's good. It tastes amazing. Dang.
And as
man.
Denny said, it leaves a lot of sweetness in the mouth.
Yeah. Almost some sort of white tea sweetness, a little bit. Floral for sure. Yum. And also, James is not going light on the steepings. Holy crap. So there's a lot of leaf in here, and it's performing really well. And so hopefully it maintains that performance and doesn't get gross. It's getting darker and darker, a bit more yellow now, like yellow-orange.
So it's getting stronger and stronger.
Right.
So we might expect to have a little bit of bitterness in the forecast. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
But tasty.
Yeah.
Salute. It's maintaining that viscosity, you know. I put it under like thick, but with a great body. It's warming. Feeling good energy off of this immediately. Yeah, this is really, really, really nice.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the teas that we've had on the show recently.
Mm-hmm. How's the pharmacological aspects to it?
Well, I'm seeing visions of a beautiful future.
Wow. So it's making you hallucinate.
100%, yes.
We've actually had requests to get less political in the show. Someone has called us Republican haters. So
Literally?
yeah, actually.
Oh, damn.
So sorry about that, guys.
Hey,
We don't hate Republicans. They drink tea too.
Yeah. I'm not one to throw a whole group of people out.
But Trump is president, and we are hallucinating.
So however you feel about it is how you feel about it, and we're a tea show.
We are a tea show.
So you can feel how you want to feel about it, and we're gonna all joke around about it no matter what. We're not those type of people. I think you folks know that already. If you got butthurt, you can PayPal us and then unsubscribe.
Yeah, pay your dues, bro.
But hopefully a few butts have been hurt from TeaDB. As we become more and more popular, we're now T-level internet celebrities.
I know. I mean, we've already insulted all Europeans. And...
Yeah, we'll get there. All right, cheers. This is a really wonderful. It's a little bit more astringent now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Especially at the end, the finish.
So now, you know, that sort of like salt deposit minerally astringency is what you come to expect from a raw. And a young raw out of the gate that's not meant to be drank early is going to just assault you in your palate with that flavor profile. Whereas something like this is going to be delicate and mellow and light, and then as we build, and there's so much leaf in this thing is heavy, you know, you can just see it's coming like out of the top of the gaiwan there.
And you can see how I keep the infusions pretty much as short as possible.
Yeah. Getting more
even now. Yeah.
Orange, you know.
What do you what notes are you getting off the nose?
Off of the nose. Let's do another. Yeah, I mean, just kind of actually typical little petroleum, typical raw pu'erh vibes, not
typical young pu'erh.
Yeah, I mean,
so if you were like to smell this, which is something like the pound cake, the smell might actually be somewhat
similar. Yeah. The pound cake has a very sweet, sort of sweet, young sweetness to it. That this has a little bit more aged smell on it. But they do have a similar flavor profile. So, yeah, quite nice.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's stronger.
It is, but it's not. Yeah, the bitterness comes in the last third of it, but it's still really, really, really pleasant and sweet.
Mm-hmm. And I think the tea has a nice, heavy, not heavy, but somewhat relaxing energy and sort of like the diaphragm for me. So I feel good.
Yeah. Hints of medicinal
Yeah, no, I'm
stuff
getting that
at the
too.
very, very end.
I think we're getting a little bit of that, a little bit of funky in between stages stuff now, where we're getting a little bit of the age. I'm just gonna give this one last infusion,
Cool.
Before we explode.
Yeah, this is a great tea. I would recommend folks picking this up. I think it has a beautiful evolution through the steepings. It's great energy. It's approachable, but will still leave someone who's maybe a bit more familiar with these sorts of teas interested. Yeah, this is definitely a really fun and nice tea. Yeah, and I feel great too. So
yeah, that's
boom,
great.
Bang. There's this immediate sweetness that I'm wow, it's strong. The bitterness is sort of like slowly overwhelming a lot of it, but the frontal sweetness of this tea is remarkable. Yeah, very unique.
And I think the bitterness for me is definitely built up more and more. But even with the bitterness building up, for me, it's the flavors that last are the sweet ones. So the bitterness and the astringency eventually become sort of these sweet flavors that linger in the throat and the mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the coolest parts about drinking these teas is that, you have a cup, you go turn the pot off on the stove, and you're still noticing the flavors, and then you come back to it and refresh that whole experience. So yeah, lovely. Yeah, this is a great tea, and a tea that I would love to be drinking on a regular basis. A little bit of the
poo burps.
The poo burps.
Poo burps.
Whew.
Do you guys get the poo burps? Comment below.
Comment below. What was the most awkward poo burp that you've ever had? Please don't just cut that and then make it into a video. And if you do, though, send it to me. So James, for folks who want to grab this tea, is it possible? Where can they get
I'm not sure.
amazing...
This is another one of those teas that if you keep your head to the ground and you're willing to spend a fair amount of money on tea, you might be able to track it down. I agree with Denny. I think it's a really excellent tea. I think it's one of the better young raw pu'erhs I've had, frankly. This used to sell from Hoda Asian Art for I think $600 per cake. So not a cheap tea. But it is high quality material. If you can find a place that is willing to sell you samples and stuff like that, I think it's totally worth the go. Yeah. Just to see what sort of really good young pu'erh tastes like.
Yeah. Wonderful. This is just James is talking. I'm sitting here still experiencing those flavors, still experiencing that greenness, still experiencing the bitterness, still experiencing the sweetness. It was one of those teas that leaves you tasting, and I agree, it's definitely one of the better teas that we brought on the show recently.
And I think that also sort of highlights one of the inherent limitations for TeaDB. We talk about tea sort of like slowing you down and stuff, but we cram a lot of infusions into like 12 to 15 minutes.
We do.
I really think the ideal way to enjoy this tea is in a similar setting, but maybe a little bit slower. Maybe extend it over an hour. Yeah, exactly. So please slow down. Please let your water cool down. Heat it back up again. Do a few more infusions at a time rather than...
Absolutely true.
Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in.
And if you folks want to learn more about tea drinking in general, TeaDB.org.
Yeah, we're winning awards.
We're on the internet right now. You're on the internet right now. How's it feel? You're the internet.
Whoa, did you just go and Septimatrix?
I did. I just accused everyone watching this of being Al Gore, actually.
Oh, all right.
So,
Al Gore is our only fan. So for our biggest videos, Al Gore is just like hitting F5 the whole time. So thank you, Al, for following us for so long.
Oh my god. So, but if you folks do want to get more of our videos, subscribe down below to be updated when we release our weekly video plus extras. And check us out on TeaDB.org, the website. Subscribe to our newsletter. Do all the social media stuff that you want possible. In the comments below, let us know of some stuff that we can bring on the show that you folks would love us to try to drink, that we have underrepresented, or so what are your favorites that we should bring back on? Let us know. If you have ideas for our 200th episode, let us know. That's a big deal.
About a month away.
And until then, tee it up, y'all.